Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be introducing a command line tool known as AZCopy. I'll be sharing my screen. Basically, all we'll be doing was gotten from this documentation here. I'll be providing the link in the description. So how to get started with AZCopy. If you scroll down, you will see how to download the tool. It's basically a command line tool that helps you to work with your storage accounts. So if you need to create a container, you need to upload a blob, you need to download a blob, you need to copy data from one storage account to another storage account. So many functions that you can use it for. I find it faster to work with, um, and it's quite it can be safer because you are making use of either your Entra ID or shared access signature. And when you are using your shared access signature, you usually have a validation timeline, unlike when you share, um, when you have a raw access to the storage account, and that might provide unlimited access. So I find it kind of safer if done properly. So I already downloaded the 64-bit version for Windows. I already have that downloaded. You don't have to install anything, just download it, unzip the zip file and extract the file from the zip file, and you are good to go. The only thing you might want to do is if you want to be able to use it from anywhere from your command prompt, you might need to add it to paths. But because of time, I wouldn't be doing that. We just navigate to where we have it extracted and we work with it directly from there. So I'll be sharing my command line soon. We can see what you can use it for. First, you need to authorize it. There's an option 1 to use Enter ID and option 2 to use SAS token. For this lab, I'll be using SAS token. The first thing I will be doing is we'll be using the AZ copy to create a container. If you can recall, we already saw we can do that from Visual Studio as well as the Azure portal. But this time around, we want to use this command line utility known as AZCopy. So I'll be opening my command prompt now. Let me stop sharing and I will share my command prompt. Okay, so I believe you can see my command prompt already. Let me go to my D drive because that's where I have this. I want to copy the directory. Yeah, so this is where I have it saved. Yeah, so what I will be doing now is I'll be entering the command. So before I even get to this, I forgot to show you how to create a SAS token. So let me stop sharing. We are going to come back to this. So let me go back to my job portal. Let me go to portal. As usual, we are working with these storage accounts. So we want to create a shared access token for our storage account. I already created one, by the way. So all you need to do is come over here. Then you select the parameters that you are choosing. So you can see I already have one that is to expire tomorrow by tomorrow is 27th. Tomorrow by 7:42. I already have that. So if I wanted to create one, what I would have done would have been to specify the allowed services. So I'm only using blob, so I could have also deselected file, queue, and table. I said we have 4 major services for storage account. We are still going to be touching what file share means, what queue service is all about, and what table storage is. Then allowed services as well. We're going to be looking at all this, but this is how to create yours. So what I'll be doing is, let me go back to mine is still valid. I do not want to remove it, it's still valid. So let me stop sharing. I can also specify the IP address I want to have access to it. But because this is just a lab, I'm allowing, I'm not specifying the IP, so all IP addresses would work. So over here, what I will be doing is let me just get my command. Um, okay, yeah. So to create a container, what we need to do is enter the command. So we are in the directory. So um, let me just go to the beginning so that it will be much clearer. We're in the directory where we've extracted the command line utility, which is AZCopy.exe. So I have access to this. Then because we want to create a container in our storage account, we use make. So the command is make. So all these commands, you are going to see them in the Microsoft documentation that I showed earlier on. That's basically where I copied all of these commands from. Then you specify over here, say frankly, Ayo is the name of our storage account. So you replace this with the name of your own storage account. Then .blob.core.windows.net. That's standard for Azure storage accounts. Then you give the name of the storage account that you want. So I already created my container 1. So that's why I'm calling this my container 2. I would have showed you that it doesn't exist, but it's so fine. Then this is where we now append the shared access signature as a parameter. So I just copied it and pasted it here. So um, it always starts with SV equal to blah blah blah. So everything down here is just the shared access signature. That is one way of authorizing your AZCopy. Another way is to use Entra ID, but I find this faster. So let me go back and paste again. Yeah, so I think we are good. Yeah, I think we can run this. I don't think there's any error. Yeah, so I'm pressing enter now. So if everything works well, to tell me container is created, successfully created the resource. So what I will do is I'll stop sharing and we'll go and confirm that the container was truly created. So I believe you can see my portal now. So I will scroll to containers and we can see my container 2. So this was the one I created previously. You can see my container 2 and it was just created right now. I don't know if you can see my date, but and time, but this is the time is 11:47 p.m. right here. So if I should open this, you will see it's empty. So nothing is here yet. So that leads us to our next the next thing I want to do. Let me go back to my um command prompts. So the next thing I want to do is to upload a file from my computer, my local computer, to that container that we just created. So I would also copy. Let me go back to the command prompt. But this time around, so I just ran this a few hours ago for my container 1, and I'll be changing that quickly to my container 2 because it's container 2 that was just created. So instead of the AZCopy make that we use for creating a container, because in this case we want to copy from my local computer, we are now using AZCopy copy. And this is the file I want to copy. So this file is in the current directory where we are. I have it in the current directory. Let me even confirm that it's still in the current directory where I have my AZ. Yeah, it's still there. So it's in the current directory. Then I also append my the name of my storage account, which is still SAFrankly.io. Then I add the name of my container / the name of my container, which is my container 2, then / the name I want that file, that blob. So we are uploading a blob to the Azure storage account now. The name I want that blob to be, it can even be different from the name it has in my own computer. So, but in this case, I'm giving it the same name. The name of the blob, it can be anything. Then we are now appending the same shared access signature, the same one we used to create the container. We are also using it here, as long as it's still valid. You know, as I said earlier on, it will not expire till tomorrow. I think in the morning or afternoon tomorrow, that's when it will expire. So I would click on the return button now. Hopefully everything works well. Yeah, so it's working. And you can see one done. So now let me stop sharing and we'll go to our Azure and we'll confirm that it has truly been uploaded to our Azure environment. Yeah, so this was the container that we just created. So if I should open it, yeah, this is the file. And you can see the file was just uploaded to. So there are so many things you can do with AZCopy. So what I've just done is scroll down. I just used AZCopy, which is to copy source data to a destination. I also used AZCopy make, which is to create a container or file share. Is it? So what I use. You can click on this to get more information on what it does. If I should scroll up, you can see, yeah, you can see this, what we just did, AZCopy. But instead of this, I have my file, the file I want to upload to Azure. Then we also have the link over here. The account you replace with your storage account name, then the name of your container, then append the SaaS token, shared access signature. So you can explore more. So as an assignment, if you really want to master this, I do not want this video to be so long. That's why I just picked two commands. But you can also try, get your hands dirty in trying to uploading a directory from your local computer to Azure. Then you can also try to upload a directory and a subdirectory to an Azure container also. You can also try to download a blob data from Azure to your local computer. What we did was to upload from my computer to Azure. You can do the reverse from your computer to Azure. You can also try to transfer data between two storage accounts. So what you can do is enormous with AZCopy. So have you tried the AZCopy? What is the most complicated thing you've used it for? Let me know in the comment section. Hopefully this video is informative. I look forward to your likes, shares, and comments. Have a nice day.